Hey everyone, Nick here. Welcome back to the channel. So, today was a very difficult day for me. Um, the reason why I came back to Canada, as a lot of you know, my grandmother recently passed away. So, I came here to attend the funeral. Um, she had told me a year or two ago that I didn't need to be here if I was still really far away, that it was her wishes that I didn't need to attend the funeral. But I thought about it when I was still in Brazil, and I felt that I would need the closure. A lot of times, in fact, all the times, funerals are for the living. It's for people to come together and celebrate the person's life. Now, I don't really like funerals. I don't think really anybody does. But it was kind of nice in a way because we all got to sort of reminisce about her life, all of our stories. Everyone knew that I was her favorite, and I'm not gloating, this is just fact. So there was a lot of focus on me because a lot of the people would say that she would always talk about me to other people in a good light, and she was so proud of me, and I'm the only grandson that speaks her language, Portuguese. A lot of different things. It was a very emotional day. Funerals can be, if you don't get along with all of your family members and things like that, this is the place that you're going to be really uncomfortable, because you're going to meet people that you may not see eye to eye in your family, or you've had a falling out or whatever, or you're a bit estranged to people. Like I don't really know pretty much all of my cousins very well, and that's because my father and my uncle had a falling out many years ago. So the family was just really divided. Today didn't feel like that because everyone was sort of talking, but funerals are very difficult to go to. It's just, especially if it's that person that you're so close to. I'm not here to ask for condolences, just so you know, but thank you in advance. I just want to talk about the experience of the funeral. It's hard to try to make light, about the person and just kind of not be all depressed. I don't like that feeling. I don't like the sadness. It's a very low vibrational energy, and it's also not healthy, but it's part of being in this human experience, in this, whatever this reality is. So funerals, yeah, I don't know. It was I was also a pallbearer, so that, I have to help carry that heavy, what do you call it? I forget this. I'm so like messed up, but the casket. I did a eulogy. A bunch of other family members did eulogies. It was very, I don't know, it's just, I'm happy for her in a way because she's no longer suffering here. And I mentioned this in a video where I talked about my grandmother's death specifically. Funerals it's weird how they have all these like different processions. They have the procession with the cars. Everyone meets up. It's a scheduled thing. You know what I mean? Like it's all one big scheduled little event or whatever. And it is mainly, but only for the living. It's not, whoever's gone is just, they're gone. When I was sitting there, my grandmother was a religious person. She had the minister come and or my uncle, whoever, asked him to do the service. It was a nice man. I met him before everything got started. And I'm sitting there listening as he's doing the prayer and doing the talking about God being good. And again, I think, how can God be good if this sort of thing is happening? Who creates this type of thing for us to feel sadness, feel anguish, suffering, letting humans suffer? It just makes no sense to me. And funerals are one of those things that you are forced to do because this person, whoever it may be, your family member, friend, whatever, is gone. And it's a big moneymaker. I've talked about funerals being moneymakers as well. It's just, we bury them, we have tombstones, so we go and visit them. But the reality is, let's say 100 years from now, or whatever, 80 years from now, no one will ever visit that site, the tombstones or whatever, whoever all the loved ones are of this funeral that I did today on the 31st of January, will no longer be around. It'll be like the great grandkids or something, I don't know, twice over. And it's just all seems to be for nothing. I don't know. This is my point of view. Just a lot of things that the pastor or the priest or whatever was saying just contradicts everything that I see. I thought I would hold it together. I was actually feeling okay. I took the train that I normally do when I would go visit her. I stopped by the house that she lived in for 30 plus years. It was freezing cold. And I walked to the funeral home because it was close by to her old house. And weird irony, actually, an old friend of mine, his cousin was the funeral director. Small world. But I don't think she recognized me. It's been like 20 years since I've last spoken to her. And I didn't want to say anything. So I thought I would be able to hold it together, to be strong. And my younger sister was there, who I don't see eye to eye with at all. So we didn't even speak. I thought she would come up to me and try to like embrace me or whatever. No, I'm kind of glad. You know what? I'm not holding grudges or any of that stuff, but it was better just to leave it as it is, I found out more of the history of my family through my uncle's eulogy. It was like a 15-minute, 20-minute eulogy. It was nice. I did my eulogy and I was like an emotional wreck, naturally. It's normal because this was the only family member that I was, like, I'm close to one of my older sisters, but like nowhere in comparison to my grandmother. Even my mother, when she was alive, she knew how much my grandmother meant to me. A lot of my cousins, who I mentioned that I don't really know, they were pretty envious the fact that I was her favorite. I don't have anything against them. I don't have any ill will towards any of them whatsoever. But the thing is, if you're never there for the person, if you're not there helping the person, if you're not calling them on a regular basis, if you're not showing that you know that they're still there, I think that people think that senior citizens, once they get to that age, it's like, it doesn't matter, I'm too busy. I never thought that way. But I have so many memories of her, and I'm glad I can take that with me through the rest of my life. But funerals, man, I don't even know how they can serve food. Who is in the mood for food? I think I grabbed some fruit or whatever just to sort of nervously nibble on or munch on, but I wasn't even hungry. I didn't have breakfast. I had maybe just a coffee. It was awkward, but it was also very, there was closure, it was very, how would I? Yeah, that's all I can say. It was good closure. My my grandmother's niece was there, and she's like the funniest of the family. And she had a, she would, she was cracking up a little bit, you know, but then crying, and then very emotional roller coaster. But great person. She considered my grandmother like a second mother because her mother had died way like 30 years ago or some 25 years ago. So she lost her mom very soon, very early. But funerals are not fun. I know they're not supposed to be fun, but we made pretty good light of as much as you could, you know, reminiscing on funny moments. And yeah, I hope I don't have to go to a funeral anytime soon. But the older we get, if you have close family members or whatever, the more life seems to take away things from us. And then going to funerals. And why always all black? I just never understood that. Why all black? There must be some sort of historical significance to that, but it doesn't matter. So that's the reason why I'm here. I'm going to stay here for a few weeks at the time of this recording, of course. And videos will still come. I just need maybe like a little bit to reflect on everything that's happened. And this is, you know, I have to do more videos talking about the reality of this life, and what is this, and why everything has to happen this way. So funerals suck, but it's also a way for closure. It's a good way to have closure when you lose somebody that you're very close to. But anyways, I'm not going to ramble on any more than that. Leave a comment what you think about funerals. And thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next video very soon. Bye for now.